Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cop Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of you are on a fantastic day from wherever you are around the world, and welcome to our post-match reaction to Liverpool's 2-0 victory over Arsenal, which takes Liverpool to a point of Manchester City, and this title race is firmly on. Hello, everyone. Hopefully, all of you are on a fantastic day from wherever you are around the world. Hopefully, all of you are absolutely fantastic. Look, what an unbelievable game it was, especially that second half. We won't talk about that first half in particular, but the first thing I will say is that fair play to Arsenal. Martinelli is going to be one hell of a player. For me, absolutely fantastic player, especially trying to go one-on-one on Trent. Thought he was Arsenal's best player by a country mile, and when he didn't do anything, Arsenal didn't do anything, and I thought that was pretty much the whole story then realistically for Arsenal in this game anyway. But let's get into your comments anyway. Chris saying good evening, mate. Hello, Chris. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day as well. If anyone would like to join anyway, like I did say, the link is in the video description. Not video description, it's in the comment section. There is the link. If anyone would like to join, then do let us know. But good evening, mate. Hello, Chris. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Like I said, story of us as a team, not at our best, but still we got the win. Massive win for us. Get in. Woke neighbours up for my shouting. Don't worry, my nan thought I was having a heart attack when I was up here. She thought she texted me and was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm sound. Just Liverpool just scored a goal. Don't worry about it." But yeah, I think everyone's at that at the minute, aren't they? And I think looking at it as well, I think now everyone believes that Liverpool can go on and win the Premier League title this year. Look, still 9 games to go, a huge way, and look, we all know about it, but it's that feeling. It's the similar feeling, not saying quite similar to when we beat Manchester United, but when we did win the title, but it has that feeling. It has that feeling that Liverpool could do this. And look, I've said it for a very long time. I think Liverpool. I do think Liverpool are going to win the Premier League this season. Look, this could be clipped at the end of the season and people can laugh at it. But look, at the present moment in time, I think Liverpool will win the Premier League. And if you stop this Liverpool team, you will have earned stopping us, because nothing at the minute. We can play absolutely shite and we're still going to win. And that's, a champion's performance. And look, I hope to God, we can continue this form now over the next couple of weeks and then play City then on the 10th of April and absolutely spank them. That is what I hope and dream of. But Chris says Klopp blocking. Did the trick as well at half time to wake the players up from Narnia World. Yeah, absolutely as well. Luca is in as well. Well done, mate. Of course, Luca is an Arsenal fan as well. Go over to his channel anyway. But yeah, like I said, Luca, fair play to Arsenal. I thought Martinelli was your best player by a country mile, but when he was shut up, Arsenal didn't really create much. But Liverpool, first half was absolutely shite. Let's not lie about it. But the second half, Jurgen had his words, and you could tell, plain and simple. The Reds were up for it. And look, plain and simple, I think Liverpool. We've spoken about back in 1920 when we won the league and we won those dirty games. This was another example of one of those. It was one of those hard fought games that champions, when you look back at it, go out to win. And I think Liverpool have done that tonight. To your fans there, Jack is in. Hello, Skulls says Pep gonna have to get that great jumper and fresh slap head ready for a spanking. Well, he's gonna get it. He's absolutely gonna get it, and I cannot wait for him to be screaming on that touchline. And look, and this is the thing where you look at Gary Neville and Martin Tyler and did I say Martin Tyler? Yeah, what I'm on about. But when they were just crying on the commentary and they were like, "Oh, Manchester City haven't got what Liverpool got. They haven't got 5 world class strikers." You're taking the piss. The only thing that Manchester City don't have at the moment is an out and out number 9. plain and simple. Do Liverpool have an out-and-out number 9? No, we don't. Look, we've got Mo Salah, we've got Sadio Mane, Bobby Firmino, Thiago Jota, Luis Diaz, Divock Origi, Taki Minamino. It's, they're not false, they're not out-and-out number 9. So practically Liverpool and City have the same, we have the same attack then realistically when you look at it. And people going, oh, Liverpool, they've got everything now, and it's like, yeah, we absolutely do have everything at the minute. But how many years has it been that Manchester City have had everything? And look, when a team has actually gone at City, we've seen against Crystal Palace, a team goes after City, they don't win. You look at it when we've gone at them, they haven't won. The game back earlier on in the season, I thought we should have won that. And I love the fact that if it wasn't for Liverpool, this league would be a joke to this Manchester City team. And the fact that at the start of the season as well, everyone doubted us. Everyone doubted this Liverpool team at the start of the season. They were like, yep, Liverpool, they're going to try and rebound. They're going to try and, get top 4. And, they won't be, close to Manchester United. They won't be close to Chelsea. They'll be close to Manchester City. And we can literally shut them all up and go on and win the Premier League. And look, like I did say, it is a very long, a long time away and that. But I'm confident. I'm very, very confident in this Liverpool team. And everyone else should be as well. And hopefully all of you guys are as well. Merson crying as well, saying City still win the league. Yeah, I've seen that people on Twitter was saying things. Twice. Can't wait. Says Skulls, and keep saying that we thrive as being underdogs. Yeah, but it's Liverpool, isn't it? That's how we've always been. To be fair, but we take a quick look then at the stats for the game. Anyway. Of course, FootMob having Andy Robertson as man of the match. Anyway, to be fair, this man deserves a huge shout. Ali Becker, fantastic save from Odegaard. From this little shite, Thiago. I love you, really, but what was he doing? But of course, we will speak about man of the match in a little bit. But that is, of course, the match ratings. Of course, but we go down to the stat. Liverpool only getting 1.05 on XG to Arsenal's 0.61. Again, that's pretty much been the similar, case, for all 4 of the games. Of course, Liverpool now, what is it? It's now 4, 6, 8 goals that we've scored against Arsenal this season. They haven't scored any against us. So it just goes to show realistically. Anyway, but of course, the 2 goals would have added to that anyway. But if you look at it, first half, 0.19 XG for Liverpool to 0.10 for Arsenal. Second half, miles difference, and just open play as well, and so on. But overall, 9 shots to 9, 2 off target to Liverpool, 3 to Arsenal, and you can see all of those stats anyway. But for me, guys, the big thing is, of course, as we turn around and look at the best players, Robbo, Thiago, Ali, and then for Arsenal, Partey, Xhaka, and Ben White. Martinelli should be up there. Thought he was by miles Arsenal's best player, by a country mile, to be fair. But if we, you look at it, and when Martinelli did, go at Trent, fair play to Trent. I think at times, Liverpool did try to double on, Trent and Hendo on Martinelli, and look, he did very well for Arsenal. I'm not even going to lie about that. But for me, Trent sometimes got that, under control himself. And I think, look, probably 2 years ago, Trent would have got battered. And I mean proper battered. We all go back to that Marcus Rashford's game at Old Trafford for Trent when he got absolutely butchered twice, and we ended up losing that game. Defensively, Trent's got a lot better. Midfield, Thiago was outstanding apart from that incident that he did pass it back to Odegaard. I was absolutely livid with that. I'm not gonna lie, I was absolutely livid with it. But of course, phenomenal save by Ali Becker, and for me, best in the world, absolutely best in the world. He is just simply brilliant. And I think, look, plenty of people will, have different man of the matches. I know Sky went with Joel Matip, which, he fully deserves again. Like we were speaking about yesterday on the preview show, most underrated centre back in Europe. I feel anyway, and I think, look, it could have been Ali, it could have been Thiago, could have been Robbo as well. But for me, man of the match goes to Fabinho. And guys, let me know your thoughts as well in the comment section. For me, Fabinho, 100%. Every single time Arsenal try to break in the middle, Fabinho was there. The slight little touches away and it go to Matip or Virgil, just trying to clatter into Lacazette. I remember the one time where he just wraps his foot around Lacazette and just brings him down. I think that was to stop a counter attack, and just every little opportunity that Arsenal thought that they would go on to break on this Liverpool side, they had absolutely no chance. And for me, Fabinho is my man of the match tonight. But yeah, it could easily be, Fabinho, Thiago, Robbo, Matip, Ali, as well. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me leave that man of the match sign there. This league would be League One standard if it wasn't us. Yeah, I would absolutely agree. I'd love us to sign Martinelli as a long-term replacement. I would too, as well as Scholes. I think he's by miles Arsenal's best player. I know that people have been saying Odegaard's been, impressive the last couple of weeks. Saka as well. Obviously, we know Bukayo Saka for being, a decent footballer. But Martinelli, he does seem to be, the one. Then I thought Robbo was class. To be fair, looked good on the ball and kept Saka again. Can't speak on the ball and kept Saka against the touchline all game. Yeah, no, he did, and he read the game very well as well. With Robbo, sometimes I feel, he's gone try to go for the ball, but kind of misses it, and then the counter attack happens. I feel tonight every little decision Robbo made, he did it perfectly. And I think, look, tonight it was one of those scruffy performances, and I loved it. I love performances like that you can just turn around and go, you look back on and go, yeah, that is where the league was won or lost. And look, tonight we could have crumbled. That, especially that first half. That first half was terrible. Don't even get us wrong. It was terrible. But for me, you looked at it and it was like, we'll come out the second half and just do what we normally do. And that's what we did. We came out, we performed like we did, and it was brilliant. And I absolutely loved it. I loved everything about tonight. And I love the fact that Mo, like towards the end as well, when Mo tried to, cut inside and, hit the top corner, and it deflected and went into Sadio's path. And, everyone was like, oh, that was a good pass by Mo. It's like, Mo wasn't going for the pass. He was firmly going for goal, to be fair anyway. And I just looked in the stream is not in sport. So apologies for that, if people are watching it in entertainment. Who do you want in the Champions League draw? Realistically, Villarreal. As Villarreal or Benfica, as the quote unquote easy ties, but of course the Champions League, it's never an easy tie. I'm not gonna lie, I want City. I want Manchester City. I might be suicidal for that, but for me, I want Man City. I want to knock them out in Europe. I'd much rather do it in a two-legged game than in the final. But for me, whoever we get, I'll be happy with. Of course, we'll be doing a live stream for that on Friday. I believe it's like at 2:30. So it's literally going to be like Friday. This whole weekend is practically F1 and Formula One and FA Cup and Champions League. Yeah, that's what it practically is this week, to be fair anyway. But to be fair, Chris, let me know. And guys, let me know who you would want in the Champions League as well. Of course, Villarreal causing a huge upset against Juventus, which, is it really a shock? I wouldn't say so personally, but I couldn't give a toss who we get, bring them all on. Absolutely. Did Chelsea draw, or did they win in the end? I did see it was 1-1 when I checked the scores at half time in the Liverpool game. But actually, to be fair, I can actually check that out myself. But yeah, guys, keep your comments coming in. Let me know if anyone does want to jump on the stream before we do head off anyway, of course, we'll be going for another 10 minutes or so. But, oh no, Chelsea won. Boo. That sucks. But yeah, for me, look, we've got 9 games left now. If we take a quick look, at Liverpool's fixtures, coming up, of course, we've got League Cup. Jesus Christ, we won the League Cup with the FA Cup on Sunday. Anyway, but let's take a quick look then at Liverpool's fixtures for the rest of the season. Let me take the man of the match banner down for you guys. Quick second. There we go. But as you can see, Nottingham Forest on the weekend, and then of course the following weekend we have Watford at home. We could be top of the league at this point if Liverpool manage to beat Watford. I think Man City play Sunday evening, so which would mean Liverpool would be top of the Premier League by the time Manchester City play again. And then, of course, the next, the big one then, Manchester City versus Liverpool. Whoever wins this will most likely win the Premier League, and I absolutely can't wait. And just know for a fact that this game's going to be a draw. City and Liverpool is going to be a draw. But, Villa away, United at home, the Ev at home, Newcastle away, Tottenham at home, Southampton at home, I think. Southampton away then, I should say. And then I think we end the season then at... is it Wolves at home? Okay, it doesn't want to come up, but yeah, I think we have Wolves at home as well. But you look at those guys, I can't personally see and look who is going to stop Liverpool at this present moment in time. You look at it, today the front three, it didn't work so well. Jota did struggle to get into the game. Luis Diaz as well, I found, did struggle. I think this is probably the first game where he has struggled to get into that rhythm. But again, having the availability of Bobby Firmino, Mo Salah as well. Mo would most likely be playing if it wasn't for the slight foot injury, but he looked sharp when he came on, and you would expect that the majority of the team today would be rested for the weekend. You'd expect the likes of Ibu to come in, Joe Gomez, Kelleher I would expect to play, Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, and all of those. James Milner as well. I know Milner and Costas did have an injury. Not an injury, he did have illness, not non-COVID as well, I should say, for this game. That's why both of them did miss this game anyway. Then 4 games away to City away, Villa away, home to United and the Ev. Yeah, like I did say, if we was to win, let me check Manchester City's fixtures as well. For you guys anyway, but if you look at it, the fact that the next time Manchester City play, Liverpool will be top of the league. If we can get the job done against Watford, of course. But psychologically, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. But if we take a quick look then at City's next few games, of course, the 0-0 draw against Palace. Of course, they've got a tough game against Southampton, the FA Cup on the weekend, also on Sunday. And then they've got a tough game against Burnley. Of course, Burnley, trying to survive in the Premier League. Of course, the big game against Liverpool. Wolves away as well. That's a very difficult game as well. Brighton at home. Watford at home, Leeds away, which you would expect them to get full points there. Manchester, Newcastle as well, which they could still be fighting for their survival, but I realistically think that Newcastle are safe now. West Ham, if they're chasing European football as well, that could be huge. And of course, they've got Aston Villa on the last day of the season as well. It could be written in the stars that Steven Gerrard just whips on his kit, his Aston Villa kit, and just scores the winning goal. Anyway, or he could just tell Phil Coutinho to do it. Either way, anyway. But guys, I think I am going to leave it there for tonight. Anyway, hopefully all of you have had a fantastic evening. Because look, it's an amazing feeling at the moment. Liverpool 1 point behind City. When December come around, we lost to Leicester. I think everyone thought that it might not happen. Everyone thought the title race was done and dusted. but this Liverpool team have managed to claw that back, and it's unbelievable what we have managed to achieve over the last few weeks. What is it now? 9 on the bounce at the minute. I think Liverpool's best ever record is 17. Straight wins. I think to win the league, of course, to win it all, we would have to break our own records at the present moment in time, and of course, it could happen. It could very well happen, but it is going to be just. I just have that feeling. I have that absolute feeling that it's going to be magical. To be fair, but before we do head off, actually, we'll stay for another 10 minutes because we have another special guest, and it is Mr. Jamie Phillips. How you doing, mate?
I am on cloud 9, my man. How are you?
I say cloud 9. I think I'm over cloud 9. Is there like a cloud 20?
You're right. The
never
ends.
Well, first of all, how are you feeling after that game? And Liverpool gonna win the league?
Yeah, I've just been on Doug's channel, and I did watch it on myself, and I've just been on Doug's channel. He's there now, and just said I personally think Liverpool have won the league now. I think we will win the league. It's Doug now. Yeah, I think we will win the league. I think I said it on Doug's channel just now as well. I think that win against Arsenal is massive, absolutely huge, and I think it just does. I think City. I think it's going to hurt City. I think it really is. I think City are going to really feel that. Now we have a bit of a gap. And look, I didn't speak about this earlier either. City have got a hard FA Cup game on the weekend as well. City have got. I know everyone says we have the harder running from now till the end of the season compared to Man City's fixtures. I prefer our fixtures to Man City's, though, in some weird way. We've got Tottenham and Man United at home. But Man City don't lose to them teams. Man City lose to... They have the odd blip against the Burnleys, the Palaces and stuff like that. And I think they're the teams that could take points off City. And as we were saying, with the Champions League and all that, City... I don't think they can win both. I really don't. I don't think they have the firepower. And they're going to have to decide what one they want more, I think, as we go in the next few weeks. I really do.
Well, it will massively depend, of course, on the Champions League draw. And, well, first of all, hello, Doug. Hopefully you're doing well.
Hello, Connor.
How are you feeling? Because, of course, you're recovering from COVID the last week.
Yeah, I'm much better, thank you. It's actually just good to be sort of getting back to the usual routine now, and obviously doing match reactions and all this lot. But no, massive 3 points tonight. I mean, first half wasn't great, but second half, as soon as obviously the disallowed goal from Mane, you kind of thought then that Liverpool would step up a gear, and obviously we did. And I don't know if you've said anything about Ramsdale, but he should be saving that. I mean, I've been a goalkeeper in the past, and I'm always told you should never get beaten at your near post.
Well, to be fair, we didn't mention Ramsdale, but to be fair, you've mentioned a really, really good point, and it was the fact that the commentary team kept on, putting this statement over, Ramsdale was on the same level as Alisson Becker, and I'm like,
no, were they really?
Honestly, Martin Tyler and Gary Neville were like, oh, you have a world-class keeper in Alisson Becker, and you have a young world-class goalkeeper in Ramsdale. I'm like, you're taking the piss.
I don't get the Ramsdale hype. I really don't.
No, but Alisson, he's won, Golden Gloves, over the last couple of years. He's won a Premier League, a Champions League, a Copa America. Ramsdale has won the wooden spoon the last frigging 3 years.
I don't understand the Aaron Ramsdale hype. I haven't all season. Every time I watch him play and they go on about his amazing saves, they're usually saves that he should make. It's not like he made one incredible save in the season. I can't remember who it was against when he went right over to the other side of his goal. That was an incredible save. But all the saves he makes...
Madison free kick.
Yeah, that's it. That was a great save. But all the saves he makes are straight at him. He just makes them look really difficult. But if you watch him, he doesn't move his feet. He never moves his feet.
I remember watching him against Newcastle earlier on in the season, and a normal save that Alisson, Edison, De Gea, would just simply jump up and get it. He just does this theatrical, posh, yeah. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, if you're a normal goalkeeper, you'll just gather that and you'll just go on a quick counter attack. Instead, you've just conceded a freaking corner for your team, and I just don't get it. But moving slightly away, and Chris did mention in the Champions League. Just to bring it in a bit quickly, who do you guys want in the Champions League?
I said it on Doug's channel a minute ago, Man City.
I just want anybody. Bring anyone on. I honestly feel like this. I honestly feel that this team is capable of going very, very far in the Champions League, and we've got 5 strikers who can score goals at any one time. Mane, Salah, Firmino, Diaz, Jota, Origi, Minamino. That front 5 or 7 is frightening.
It's the best. It's the best in Europe.
Well, like I said earlier on as well, there was also part on commentary that Manchester City don't have the same things as Liverpool. Like, they don't have the same attacking threat. And you taking the piss? Like, Liverpool, yes, we have now we have Mo, Sadio, Bobby, Diaz. We all know. Like, the only thing that Manchester City are lacking is a proper out and out number 9. At this present moment in time. Of course, next season, if you listen to all the rumours, Erling Haaland is sadly going to Manchester City for £600,000 per week, which is
that's ridiculous.
It is horrendous. If you listen to the rumours today,
that's why we're having problems with Mo's contract, because of these people ridiculous contracts out. It's true. Chelsea, Man United, Man City, PSG, Real Madrid, they offer people massive contracts straight away, and you can't compete with that financially. It's ridiculous. No, you can't. Well, there is some little bit of news in terms of transfers. Of course, we'll bring that for you tomorrow, guys. But of course, Gavi,
Barcelona's Gavi. But no, look. Going back to the game then, lads. Before we do quickly head off, man of the matches for tonight, because I think it can literally be 5 players. I think for tonight. But Jamie, who'd you go with first?
Well, I had a 3 of Matip, Robbo, and Fabinho. So I thought they were all class, but I went with Robbo. I thought he had a great game. I actually thought that was Robbo's best away performance this season. I thought it was fantastic. I thought his pressing was awesome. I thought his defending was fantastic. I don't think Saka had a kick. I don't remember Saka really doing that much against Robbo. I thought he was tremendous. He showed Tierney that he is the best left back in Scotland. He is a tremendous left back. And I don't think to this day, he still don't get the credit he deserves because he is British, he's Scottish. He's the best left back in world football, and he showed it today. Amazing performance.
Yeah, absolutely. And Doug, Tierney will now be put at right back for Scotland because he knows who's the best left back. But no, who was your man of the match?
I'm going to go for the big giraffe, Matip. I thought he was outstanding. I think, especially against Lacazette as well. Lacazette did have a couple of good, touches of the ball, but apart from that, he was very isolated. Arsenal didn't get anything into him, and I thought Matip on his wee bombing runs again. I thought he was going to score again. He always seems to have one in his locker, doesn't he? But no, for me, it's definitely Matip, followed by Fabinho.
Yeah, Fabinho was great. What I would say about Matip, though, I've noticed this recently. I've been watching more. I watched Liverpool this season. The more I've noticed, no one attacks Virgil ever. So it's so hard to always give Virgil the praise he deserves, because all the attacking always goes down Matip and Trent's side. When I think Saka had a chance at running at Virgil today, and he just stood it up and crossed it instead. He just didn't want to take him on. Yeah. So I think Virgil, because I always see Matip's maybe better than Virgil and all this sort of stuff. Is that no one runs at Virgil? No one runs it. Everyone goes down Matip's side because you would if you had to pick. But Matip's incredible. I think me and Connor said it the other day. Joel Matip's the most underrated centre back in Europe by a million miles. I watched the Real Madrid PSG game. I did watch long for it. Matip will walk in that pack line, both teams, easily. He's better than Kipembe. he's better than all them Real Madrid centre backs. He's a tremendous player, world class footballer.
No,
So, Jamie, remember I said on my show that there was a 14-point gap at one point. Mick Moran has actually just said it. January the 15th, we were 14 points behind. March the 16th, it's now down to 1.
I'm telling you, and psychologically, that will hit Manchester City.
Oh, that hurts.
At the minute, Liverpool are on cloud 9 at the minute, and if City as well also have a bad, as Jamie said, if City get knocked out by Southampton in the FA Cup on Sunday, it will be huge psychologically. And it's at the end of the day, I don't want to be too confident, but it's just something's ringing in my head saying that Liverpool will win the Premier League title this year.
Do you know what this reminds me of? Do you remember the season? It was the Brendan season when we should have won the league, and we were quite clear of Man City, weren't we? Yeah. And Man City had them games in hand, and they caught us up, and we probably bottled that league a little bit, yeah. And we started to feel the pressure from Man City, and we went to Chelsea and messed up and all that sort of thing. Sort of reminds me of that, but roles reversed. Does remind me of that.
It reminds me of 18-19.
Yeah, and that as
where Liverpool were 9 points ahead, and City had that game in hand. They beat us as well, and everything changed.
We felt the pressure.
Yeah, I think we drew 2 games in a week, didn't we? I think we drew against West Ham, we drew against Everton, and then
lost it. That was over then. Yeah.
Yeah, but realistically, 96 points should win. Well, 97 points realistically should win you a league title, no matter what. It's only Liverpool. It's literally only Liverpool it could happen to.
These two teams are just the best 2 teams in Europe.
They're heaven and above the rest, aren't they? I mean, I know Chelsea are getting there, but Arsenal are getting better. There's no denying that.
Oh, yeah,
but you get some absolute delinquents like for this one. Apparently, Bobby, the Arsenal fan, has said they outplayed Liverpool for an hour tonight. For 60 minutes, we outplayed LFC with ease, but they had too much class. I'm buzzing, very happy tonight. I don't care we lost that game.
They did it for about 40 minutes, and that was it.
Yeah. What's outplay, though? What is outplaying your opponent? Because Alisson didn't have to make a save. So what's that? The only time Alisson had to make a save is when Thiago done that pass back, and
it's this thing again, though, isn't it, mate? It's the fact that Inter Milan thought they outclassed us, and then when you looked at it, it was like they didn't do anything.
No, exactly. So what is that playing somebody? I don't get it.
Fucking wankers. And look, I've got a few Arsenal friends and that, and hopefully you're not watching, but honestly, some people on Twitter. Matip was superb, big save from Ali at 0-0. Bobby was boss, of course he was. Shocking first half, second half. It took Thiago to play a shocking pass to wake up, us up. Absolutely. Lads, I was screaming at that TV. I was for fuck's sake, what have you done? And I was like,
reminded me of Gerrard back to Henry many years ago.
But luckily, Alisson Becker, best goalkeeper in the world, saved us yet again. Liverpool were great. Matip and Hendo were great. What a defensive display.
Yeah, no one's talking about Henderson, actually. I thought he was very good tonight.
Gets overlooked, doesn't he? Massively.
Yeah, he does.
A classic Hendo.
I won't say anything.
No. Oh, no. Jay, no, please. Robbo playing mind games, saying MC is still in position. Look, I think pretty much Liverpool will play those mind games. I love it.
I've just seen the last comment, sorry.
Yeah, I've just seen it as well. Champions League draws out Liverpool versus Bayern, Chelsea versus Real Madrid, Man City versus Port Vale. Right, are we calling this now? Are UEFA going to screw up the draw again?
Oh, more likely.
Oh my God. I think.
How could they do it this time?
I mean, if they do, then great. It's another live stream for me. But I remember that.
I think it's impossible because anyone can play anyone now, can't they? So
yeah,
but knowing them, they'll draw out say Man City, Bayern, and then all of a sudden Bayern are playing Real Madrid, and it's like, hang on a minute. Wait, what?
Yeah. In the rerun, Man City get Villarreal. Yeah, that'd be.
You've said that now. That's the tie that screams.
Everyone wants Villarreal, don't they? Let's face it. Everyone wants either Benfica or Villarreal.
Chelsea playing home games behind closed door. Are they really?
Yeah, because they're not allowed to have ticketing buying fans because season tickets don't count in Champions League.
Don't count for Champions League. Yeah. Well, their request to have their game behind closed doors for Middlesbrough is despicable.
Like, that was ridiculous.
That's horrible, wasn't it?
I'm sorry. Like, all right, you can't sell tickets. It's like, all right, sod off then. We'll have a full stadium of Middlesbrough fans.
It's nasty, if you ask me. Really nasty.
You think about it, the amount that Middlesbrough will probably lose off of that, just off the gate.
Yeah.
And that.
And when Chelsea fans have been saying for the last week that why does everyone hate Chelsea? And this ain't a Chelsea thing, it's your owner. Get it through your head. He's bankrolling one of the worst dictators in the world. So stop thinking that it's your team we're hating. It's not. But then when you do something like this to Middlesbrough, then we get on you because that's your team.
But it's like it's the despicable thing where, like, before a game we're trying to show support towards what's happening, and then you're shouting, you're shouting his name. Like, you can't have a go at people for hating you for that. Like, stop being dickheads and just be respectful and that.
Chelsea are nothing without Roman. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, well,
they were nothing before Roman, and they're going to really struggle, especially if these Chicago Cub owners take over in a couple of weeks' time.
I'm saying, Luke. To be fair, I think if Chelsea or City play the likes of Bayern and Real Madrid, I don't think they go through.
No, I don't think they do.
To be fair. But before we do head off, then I will ask one question and one question only. Jamie's already answered this, to be fair. But Liverpool to win the Premier League. What are we saying?
Yes. Honestly, I think we haven't seen City crack yet. We haven't seen them crack under pressure. If we were to go ahead, psychologically, that'll be massive. And if you look at Manchester City, they don't do well under pressure.
No,
so,
they don't.
Yes, I'm going to say yes. I think it's on.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's our firepower, I think. I think it's what we have up front compared to what Man City have got at this moment in time. They're struggling in that area, and they can't keep playing Foden as a number 9. And Jack Grealish is a left winger. Jack Grealish is not a forward; he's a midfielder. They're playing. All their midfielders are playing up front at the moment, and that's why they're struggling. That's why they're struggling for goals. It's not rocket science.
Well, I think
Liverpool got the firepower.
Well, their worst thing at the minute, I think, is the fact that he's not using the subs. He's not using his squad. Look when Liverpool, as you said, Jamie, earlier, when Liverpool in 13-14, when we didn't use the squad, we were just using the same 11 to, 13 players, for the end of the game. We were knackered towards the end. This is going to go right down to the wire. This is going to go to the last game of the season, probably. And, City could be, buggered, by the end.
I mean, it could have. Obviously, City have Villa in the last game of the season, don't they?
Well, they got West Ham as well. Second game before.
West Ham.
Got Wolves as well.
Wolves, yeah. Did we win the league when we had Wolves in the final game of the season as well? Is that the season we won the league?
No, that was the year that we lost.
That was the year we lost it.
Yeah, because it went in Norwich Wolves, and it's Norwich Wolves this time, isn't it?
Luke, I hate you with a passion, my friend.
Oh God, what's he done?
Fish fingers or fish cakes? This will never get old, will it? Fingers.
Do you know what? I went food shopping today, and I went to the fish aisle, and they had these huge fish fingers, and I was like, why? Why have you got these right open for everyone to see? I hate it, for God's sake. Quadruple, lads. Well, absolutely. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We love Bobby, don't we? And last question. Yep. It says international break after this weekend. Going to be interesting how it affects both teams. Well, hopefully, and fingers crossed, and touch wood, no injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that,
I think this international break's come at the wrong time for us.
I think it has in a weird way, and it has in a weird way because we'd like to keep this momentum and keep playing. But in the same way,
Although to be
City have to
fair,
think about it for 2 weeks.
we did look a little leggy in the first half. So Mane, Salah, well, actually, think of it. Mane and Salah are going to go off to play each other in the African
World Cup
qualifiers. Yeah,
it's nuts.
That's huge. One of them not being in the World Cup.
I know.
It's going to be huge. They watch the pod, Connor. That's why, hopefully. But yeah.
On that quad talk, though, and everyone talking about the quad. Look, if we equal Man United's massive 1999 triumph for the treble, the only thing they can come at Liverpool fans with all the time. As me and Connor said, I think it was yesterday, they need cancelling. Man United fans will need cancelling, especially if we do the quadruple. That you'd never hear from them again.
I want to know what happens when we do it. Like, say if we win, the Premier League or the Champions League, I want to see their excuses for this season. It's like, we struggled. Piss off. You're shite. And so on. But last comment anyway then for the evening says Liz with hell yes, and last comment, a fish fingers, fish cakes, cod, and that's quadruple. I hate Luke with a passion, and that is going to be the end of the video. Saying all the best, lads. You never walk alone anyway.
I hate Savaloys.
I hate Luke with a passion.
I've never had Savaloys.
But guys, thank you so very much for tuning in to the post-match show to Liverpool beating Arsenal by 2-0. Thank you very much to Jamie and to Doug for popping on as well. But guys, we'll be live tomorrow. We will be speaking, of course, about the news, about Gavi, and other news as well, because it is big news. None of the Fabrizio Romanos or anything like that, but it is the number one Barcelona journalist in terms of contract has come out and said that Liverpool.
He's there for Joyce, basically, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, Luke says, "I love you, Connor." Thank you very much, Luke. I hate you, really. I like Anakin after he gets burned with his legs. Like, I hate you. But guys, have a fantastic rest of your day. Anyway, Liverpool are 1 point away from Manchester City, and fingers crossed. We'll be speaking about hopefully going to the next round of the FA Cup in the next post-match show. So, till next time, guys. See you all then. Ta-ra, and you never walk alone.